All right, so we are checking out Madonna Take a Bow, the official music video, right? We actually saw the American Music Awards version of it with Babyface, and now this is the official music video that we're gonna check out. For those of you who want to check out our reaction to the American Music Award one, it's gonna be up on Patreon. It's also good, that one's gonna be free, so you guys can check it out, so you can join as a free member if you want to.
If you want to watch me have a complete emotional breakdown by the end of that live performance, good stuff.
She's a wreck. She was a wreck.
I was a wreck. I was a wreck for a good 10 minutes after watching that performance. Yes.
All right, with that said, let's jump right into Take a Bow.
Just be a wreck after this beat. All right.
She was like, already.
It's the melody, man.
Is that Emilio Munez, they said? Doing the slow body rolls. I feel like didn't someone cover this song as well? I think
probably
Mariah Carey, maybe. I could be wrong.
Video beautiful.
Oh man. Hey, that's unrequited love. Or unrequited, whichever way they say it. All the bullfights. Yeah, the way they shot that to be interwoven with the blankets and curtains. Smearing the lipstick and everything. Oh, my feet hurt now. Oh, my nails hurt.
Bro, the fucking imagery of this music video, like, how
Oh
come no
man.
one is thinking on this level anymore? What happened? What happened in the world where no one is thinking on this creative level anymore?
It's probably I wouldn't say people aren't thinking on this level. I would say more so that because a lot of these ideas have already been done to death, right? Um, what new innovations aren't going to be really seen as like better than a lot of people, like because a lot, like there's a lot of like obviously we have our own biases for things that we like from the past, right, and comparing it to stuff that's nowadays. But when stuff nowadays are like say pushing the envelope, like what's pushing the envelope isn't necessarily conceptual anymore. It's or it's more so visual, like what's pushing the envelope, saying animation wise, or pushing the envelope like with big budget, you know, the big budget sceneries or anything like that is more so pushing the envelope instead of just concept itself. um when we get to like I say high concept pop, like high like what's it called, hyper pop, I think. Like how hyperpop is evolution, is supposed to be even a further caricature of what we would get from this classical artistry style. So I'm guessing more people are trying to push the envelopes of the different subgenres of pop, and that's what we're gonna get, because like on this style itself, this is very well refined, very well, you know, in its classical takes and everything. And as the industry continues to push forward and forward and forward, we're demanding more and more and more. And originality is the biggest thing that's going to get lost as the music industry goes on. So it's like, you know, then it's like the rush for innovation, but we already know that a lot of people don't like to innovate. Hey, we talk about it a lot on stuff like companies don't like taking big risk with especially with music artists and concepts until somebody else does. And when somebody else does, then they're like, oh, they took the risk for us. Now we can start just pushing out and do a lot of the same stuff. Like Madonna being the pioneer for a lot of these things. So a lot of people felt like, I feel like they would feel like, oh, Madonna did it. All right, cool. I could probably get away with it too now. And I think that's pretty much what's going on. It's hard to be I think a pioneer in the industry nowadays than it is you know, than it was back then.
That it was.
Because because when you break in all the barriers, it's like how many more barriers of music is there to break? There's a lot, right? But think about like Oh My Girl, the K-pop group, and the song that we love, Closer. That genre is witch pop. I cannot, since Oh My Girl has came out, there is no witch pop song that I can probably name, maybe you can't probably name, that has broken into mainstream, that people will be like, all right, let's now start doing more witch pop like songs, right? Because that's such a very, like, it was a very artistic video, and especially the way that they did the concept and the overhead and then how they were telling the messages with it. It will take something along those lines to continue to break genres, I think. But damn, like we have Madonna out here just breaking all these genres and being a pioneer. I think that's the hardest portion to convey artistry. It's like having a different sounding of pop, like say witch pop, and then making it sure that the masses will also like that type of song as well. And I think that is I think the biggest challenge for artists nowadays, because it's like if you're a witch pop and I'm sticking on witch pop at the moment, but if you're a witch pop like artist, you know, there's a part of these artists that probably know that, well, they know they're gonna have their core audience, right? The people that are gonna be biased towards this type of song, but will it be enough to break into the mainstream? Like, will it get mainstream acclaim? Similarly, how when we started in the K-pop industry, like we gravitated towards it. It was doing a lot of stuff that, you know, necessarily, I think we are in the fuzzy genre or ages where we grew up with a lot of this stuff. But even as we grew up with a lot of this stuff, the people say a generation before, 10 years before us, didn't. But then we started to see
That's
shift,
the
right?
the plight of the millennial. It truly, for every innovation that people, that the next gen is like, well, we did this, or the generation before, we were without this, we did this as opposed to this. We are in that space of we did everything.
Yeah, like
Everything
literally.
started with us, everything shaped with us, everything propelled, everything
Yeah,
referenced, everything paid homage. There was creative outlets, there
yeah,
was a sense of drive to, like you said, push boundaries,
yeah,
to do more, be more, um, to experience more. And now it's like, I don't know, I feel like everything is so safe now.
yeah.
Or safe in a way that if you don't have a viral hit, then, I mean,
That's it.
look,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
think
that's not
that's
to say that
yeah,
the music industry hasn't always been a viral hit factory.
yeah,
Because if it wasn't for radio play, if it wasn't for music video play, um, then
yeah,
it's, it's like a same beast, different mask kind of thing.
yeah.
But at least before, it was like, at least there was a drive to
To to
try
try
something
to,
different.
yeah, and now nobody wants to be different. Like you think about
Yeah.
to relate to something else that we recently have watched, and K-pop Demon Hunters.
Hmm.
Golden is #1 song in the world right now. And the song follows a lot of the same beats as we've seen with other songs. It's not
Hmm.
creating anything brand new, but it does sound good. It sounds pleasant to listen to. I showed you an
Yeah,
example of where it's similar to Ives
that's
song.
so
Yeah.
funny. Yes, 100%. Because I think of this is what it sounds like, and for
Hmm.
me, that's the song that should be in Golden's place.
Yeah.
But it's too different than
Hmm.
what is currently out.
Hmm. Yeah.
Does you get
Yes.
like Madonna fans go
Yeah.
listen to that song,
Yeah,
but like,
listen to, like,
yeah,
because that's what the whole crowd behind it.
right.
Even Your Idol. So Your Idol before Golden took over, Your Idol was at the top of the charts. And I remember making a tweet by saying that, wow, this is actually the best K-pop boy group song out this year, and that
Mm-hmm.
I personally listened to. That I felt like this is one of the better K-pop boy group songs that came out in like recent years. People thought I was wild by saying that, and the charts reflected that. Well, apparently a lot of people agreed
Mm-hmm.
when you have 100 million streams streaming that song and whatnot, and it just felt like that song felt like it was different, but at the same time, this is something what captivated me with K-pop. Like it was obviously we saw the performance in that, and we saw the concept. The concept I think was also what was unique, because for a lot of people, seeing the historical garps and imagery from South Korea, and having that portrayed in a modern take, and having the lyrics, what's the word, the synergy. Like you
Mm-hmm.
had the visuals that you haven't seen done for a K-pop group nowadays. Like no one is doing like dancing in a traditional Korean like historical clothing, right? So that's
Mm-hmm.
very different. The song itself sounds, the instrumental sounds familiar to a lot of people, but the lyrical content is literally say, hey, I'm going to take your soul, and I will do everything to be like, a part of your life, and you're going to give me your all, right? So like that resonated with a lot of people. And I'm thinking about, all right, well, that type of concept was one of the ones that like kind of was breaking a bit of barriers, because boy groups, what are they doing nowadays? The same thing as every other boy group, right? They all sound the same. So when you had a film do something a little bit different, that's how you break the mold. But then what eventually took over? Golden, something that sounds very similar to something that we've heard a lot of the times. It's just it's the person that's singing it and the vehicle behind it. So you have
Mm-hmm.
Madonna, where and I mentioned like I think I've heard a cover of this by I'm for some reason Mariah Carey's coming to my head. It might not be Mariah Carey, but when I think about this style of song itself, right? This pop ballad, I'm pretty sure there are other people who have done a similar like chorus progression of
Mm-hmm.
this song, but won't get the same acclaim because Madonna did it. Not only that, it's not that she did it first, it's that the concept for it stands out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now everyone that derives from this concept that does something closer to it, you're gonna have to either up the ante or you're not gonna reach the peak. Like it's like if Madonna is like I don't know where my hands are, but if Madonna's like right here as the bar, right? it's harder for, I think, artists nowadays to reach that bar to receive the same amount of praise as Madonna would get, because she's like the pioneer of
Well,
you know,
yeah,
like
I mean,
yeah.
she's not, but she is uh one of the. I
Mhm.
think just pop ballads just aren't a thing anymore. Because when I think of
Mhm.
This Is What It Sounds Like, that's a pop ballad in
Yeah,
its own grand way.
that and
It's
Free is also a pop ballad on
right,
K-pop
and
Demon
they just
Hunters.
aren't, because it's out of fashion. It's
Yeah.
not resonating the same way that it should as it used to. Like, because I think maybe if that movie had come out in the 90s, maybe This Is What It Sounds Like would have been where Golden is
Yeah.
at, right?
If you
But anyway,
yeah, because I'm looking at
um,
other pop ballads just to see on the current top 100 lists, and yeah, that's not a lot. I mean, funny enough, one of the biggest songs in the world was a rap ballad, and that was "Love the Way You Lie," Eminem,
mhm.
Rihanna. And that was how long ago?
Yeah,
There you go. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
It's just we don't do pop ballads anymore.
no, no. Like, and I'm going through the lists, um, and yeah, no. It's funny because when pop ballads do take off, they stay on top for a while.
Mm.
Like, the pop ballads have staying power. It's just that there's so far few in between ones. Like, people are, I guess, just people don't want to listen to stuff that makes them sad. Like, yeah,
Right, right.
I
I
guess that's
mean,
what it comes down to.
sure. But no, okay. This song, this video, 10 out of 10 all around. I was already a swell of emotions as soon as the melody started and the
Mm-hmm.
music began. Um, my feelings on Take About, her voice is so crystal clear. It's beautiful. It's enchanting. Like you can't help but like I don't know. I think swoon might be the word I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
for, where she's
Yeah.
just but like like you just go, oh, like, oh, I feel you, girl. Like, oh, sing it to me. The music video is a piece of art. I talked about how I feel about Madonna music videos
Mm-hmm.
for the last couple, but ones that we watched, but especially for bedtime stories. She's just one of those like right directors, right time people who it's like you use the word synergy, who just
Mm-hmm.
get it when crafting this piece of art
Yeah.
around her albums, her eras, her songs, her artistry. So I really give it to the directors and the editors. I love the color palette of it. I want to say it's that sepia, that like old
Yeah.
school, but not black and white.
Sepia. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I love the sexual imagery of it, the how it relates to the song as well, the pull and push of this relationship, like it's over, but I can't quite let you go. The perspective of a like trophy wife, right, to this
Mm-hmm.
big name athlete who's out there performing, and you have to show up,
Mm-hmm.
and you are also having to perform for his audience. You have to perform for the world. I love the imagery of her being intimate with the television, because that's one of the only ways that
The
she can
ways,
get
yeah.
close to him. But then when you see the perspective of her singing, how it changes. But if I don't maybe other people have noticed, but she's against the screen. Like
Mm-hmm.
you see it looks like we're looking at her emoting to the TV, but we're in the TV.
Yeah.
I love that. I that's so good. And then how the roles reverse at the end.
Yeah.
Now it's him, because now it's over, and this is the only way he can
Get to her.
um get to her, is through this medium that she it was the way that she felt closest to him, or could get close to him.
Yeah.
The styling of it, the way it's shot, the image, like him walking on glass and her scraping her nails, like the fact that you felt that, like that's powerful stuff, my guy. It's
Yeah.
like that's impactful storytelling. Yeah, this is just so. This truly is in my top 10 favorite Madonna videos of all time, and probably it has to at least hit my top 20 music videos, like all together, all around music videos of all time. Just it's delicate, it's brutal, um, it's just so gorgeous. Yeah, 100 out of 10. I could watch this all day. What, just play it back so I could find new things, and like, now that I have a bit more life experience, find new things in it that are speaking to me, as opposed to when this originally came out, and I just looked at it as a lovely piece of art. But yeah,
Yeah.
great stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely 10 out of 10. I mean, I said during the American Music Awards, like, the song is still the first song I played for my crush that became my first girlfriend in school. So it's gonna be there. It's just one of those things where, oh, I didn't know it was Madonna type of thing. But you know, then you like later on, you find out, oh, it's Madonna and Babyface that co-produced it. You know. Yeah, the music video, like I said, visceral reactions to stepping on the glass, to the scraping against the walls. Always, you don't even need to hear the glass to know that shit. I'm hurt. You don't even need to see them scrape, like, hear the scrapes. God, I'm just thinking about it. It's just like, it's like already like distorting my brain. Like, yeah, the powerful imagery, and I'm just, nah, bro. Yeah,
like it's also, like, to go off that, like, I can feel the texture of the music video, if that makes sense.
yeah,
Like, the outfits, her pricking her finger, her sucking the blood, what that imagery relates to this relationship, the push and pull of when they finally come together, only for it to leave her in tears and him leaving the room and being despondent. Um, the holy water, the religious iconography of it, because Madonna has that, like, threaded through a lot of her material in the 80s and the 90s. Um, yeah,
yeah,
like, I can hear the TV. I can feel the light when it shifts, like the light play, like, the light play, the way this video is lit,
yeah,
the way it is also an extension of expression to the doors opening in the bullpen, but the doors opening for her to let her out, and how she's blinded by the light, but then
yeah,
closing the shade in the car to remain hidden while wearing the veil, to then lift and to like, bro, I could probably do like a whole TED talk about this video and, like, break it down scene by scene, and how it relates to the song, and what she's trying to convey with the song, and the feelings of the realization of this relationship, and how it's no longer viable
yeah,
for her as your main protagonist. Like,
yeah.
true.
Truly, yes.
Fucking art. art art.
Yes.
Yes.
10 out of 10. Oh man, folks, we'll catch you guys for more Madonna pretty soon. As always, you can check out our Patreon in the description bar down below, and we'll catch you guys for the next video. Doses.